Hi, I am Brianna Medeiros, the Community Engagement Manager for CIEE High School Study Abroad programs. Travel Day is a very exciting day for teens, but it's a little nerve-wracking for parents and guardians. Being prepared makes all of the difference. I am joined today by Rachel Coffin, the Director of Sales Operations, to highlight a couple key things that you as a parent and guardian should know about the flight logistics and getting your global navigator ready to travel. So thanks for joining me, Rachel.
Thanks, Brianna.
So my first question for you is, how will students know what to do on travel day?
All students, as well as their parent and guardians, will receive a travel day email the week prior to departure. So approximately between 2 to 5 days before their departure date. That will discuss all travel day logistics, including chaperone information if your student is on a chaperone group flight. It will also include information about where to arrive if you are not on a group flight, where to meet center staff when you're in the airport, and if you're arriving independently or with a parent, it will also include that information as well.
Oh, great. So where should the students meet their chaperone and program leader at the airport?
Yeah, so your student's first stop, if they are on a chaperoned flight, is at the Gateway Airport. If the Gateway Airport is your current first stop and you didn't have a domestic flight prior to that, you should go right through security and meet their chaperone at the gate. They will be in an orange CIEE staff t-shirt. If your student has a flight to their Gateway Airport and therefore has a domestic flight prior, when they arrive at the Gateway Airport, they should make their way to the gate for their international flight, which is where they will meet their chaperone in the orange CIEE t-shirt.
And so what if they get to the gate and their program leader or chaperone isn't there yet?
So in their travel day email, we will also be providing all students with the phone number for their chaperone. The chaperone will be instructed to create a WhatsApp group. So please make sure your student has the WhatsApp app downloaded prior to departure and that they have been added to that chaperone group flight group on WhatsApp. If their chaperone is not at the gate at their gateway city, they should message their chaperone on WhatsApp, let them know that they are there already. Chances are probably what happened was the chaperone had a delay in their own flight or travel, or your student just had a flight that arrived significantly ahead of the chaperone. Either way, not to worry, we will ensure that everyone gets together and is safe and accounted for prior to their traveling on the international flight.
Great, thank you. And what do you recommend that students pack in their carry-on for a smooth travel experience?
Yeah, so all students should wear their CIEE blue t-shirt. So it's blue for students and orange for staff so that the chaperones can easily identify them. They should make sure that their carry-on is packed with some snacks, an empty water bottle that they should fill up after they go through security, any medication that they're prescribed, some emergency money. Credit card or debit card is also highly recommended, and a spare change of clothes just in case. So you want to have what you need in your carry-on to get you through the first 24 hours should your baggage be delayed or get lost, so that you have what you need that is absolutely required in case of an emergency, essentially. Students should also be reminded to stay rested and hydrated. You lose a lot of hydration in flight, so make sure that you remind them to be drinking water throughout their entire travel experience.
As you've pointed out that many of these students are going to be in for up to 24-hour travel days. So what are some tips that you have for them to avoid jet lag? What can we encourage them to do so that they are not jet lagged once they get onto program?
Yeah, so all students will experience jet lag. There's no way to avoid it entirely. So we want to encourage students to rest as much as possible on the plane. If they can sleep on the plane, great, especially if they have, a 8 to 16 hour flight, which some of our students will have. It's really important that they try and sleep. And then the most important thing that they can do when they arrive is to stay awake until the local time bedtime. That will help the most with jet lag and adjustment. The other things that we recommend, of course, are eating meals at the local meal times. So once they get on the plane, ensuring that they are trying to eat according to the destination time zone. And again, to stay hydrated will help their body adjust. You should also get as much direct sunlight, be outside when they arrive if they can. Our center staff will ensure that, assuming the weather is not raining, the students will have some outside time as well. Being in the sunlight can really help reset your body clock to the appropriate time zone. And lastly, I do want to mention that jet lag is completely normal. Like I said, all students will experience it. It can get your body a little bit out of whack for the first couple of days, maybe even up to the first week, depending on your reaction to changing time zones. Students may not feel their best. They may be more homesick, emotional, overwhelmed. The first week can be really hard on everyone. So help your student prepare by normalizing this, reminding them that the first week may not feel amazing, both physically and mentally, and to be prepared to ask for help and for them to ask staff when they need something or if they need support.
Great. And do you have any last minute travel reminders for teens and their families?
Yeah, so we know that travel day and this trip comes with a huge mix of emotions, nerves, excitement, exhaustion. Everything is completely normal. So please encourage your student to stay calm, ask questions throughout their journey. That can be, of course, with airline staff if they're having any flight delay, with CIEE staff. Someone will always be there to help them. We want to ensure that they have a safe and then happy experience when they get onto program, but just being aware of sort of what to expect, what to anticipate, that a lot of students will be feeling a lot of different things. And as will you as their parent. You're sending them abroad for either 3 or 4 weeks this summer, and you can have a lot of nerves and excitement as well. So remind your student that that's very normal.
Thank you, Rachel. So our message to parents, this is definitely an exciting time, and with the right planning, your teen will be ready to take off and have a great travel day. Remind them before their flight of what they should pack, how they should stay connected through the group chat, and to meet their chaperone or program leader at the gate and not at security. For more tips and resources, check your inbox for updates throughout the spring or use your my.ciee.org parent portal. Thank you.
Thanks, Brianna.